Hey everyone, and another happy lazy Sunday to you guys. I hope the weekend's been good to y'all, and if not, sit back, relax, and let me entertain you for a moment. Especially since today, we have a special movie showdown! Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend's movie has come into my ring, trying to take the title from me. Will I have something to say to you, movie? I eat family comedies like you for breakfast. Just because you have The Rock in your cast doesn't mean you have what it takes to beat me. I will dismantle your plots. I will destroy you for your cliches. And when I'm done with you, you'll be at the bottom of the Walmart bargain bin with the rest of the trash, collecting dust until one day some forgetful friend needs a last-minute gift for his birthday. So no more talking, movie. Let's get this match started! Fighting with My Family, starring Nick Frost, Lena Headey, aka Queen Cersei from Game of Thrones. We shall claim the Iron Throne, my queen. I swear it's on my life. Vince Vaughn and Florance Pugh. I'm sorry, that last name's a little funny. It keeps reminding me of Jack from The Incredibles 2 when they were using him like a little laser gun. Pew pew! Fighting with My Family is about Pugh's character Saraya, a simple girl from a small town in London who comes from a family of underground wrestlers. So wrestling is in her blood and in her brother's blood. They both have been training really hard to hopefully one day go pro. Until one day opportunity comes knocking, and it's only for Saraya, but not her brother. So now she has to deal with the fallout from her brother, while also trying to prove that she has what it takes to become a champion. I'm not gonna lie, this was one I was really super stoked to see, but kept missing all the showings at my local theater. I finally got a chance to watch it, so how did it hold up? Well, let's get into the positives. Sweet baby Jesus! How did I not see this movie when it first came out? It was so good. Coming in, I had no idea what to think about the movie. I thought it was just gonna be some cheesy family comedy where the dad walks up to the son and says, "Now listen here, son. No matter what happens, remember, your mom and I will always love you." "I'm not your son." "Shut up, Billy." "My name's Roger." But it was far more than that. I had low expectations coming into the movie, and I was immediately hooked like it was Scorpion telling me to get over here, and it took my expectations and beat the living Jesus out of them. Let's talk about the family dynamics, since this is a family movie. The chemistry between everyone was so organic. The way they talk to each other, make fun of each other, and even wrestle with each other. It all feels so real, like all the actors literally grew up together as a family, as they understand each person in it. Especially Saraya and her brother Zach, played by Jack Lowden. They have some of the best scenes together. Just the way that they interact, it looks like a real brother-sister relationship, and this made some of the emotional scenes hit so much harder because of this awesome chemistry that they had. And thanks to that awesome chemistry, whenever they wrestled, it flowed so well. They really trusted and respected one another's wrestling skills, and it just looked like everyone was gelling well with one another. And that's due in part to the fact that everyone acting in this movie did not come here to play games. Oh no. All the actors are here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. But they're all out of bubblegum. The acting was really great in this movie. Nick Frost and Lena Headey were funny as hell. They play some of the best embarrassing parents I've ever seen in a movie. Forget showing naked baby pictures. These guys turn it all the way up to 11 and bust out the good stuff. They might as well be reading their kids' journals in front of everyone. Vince Vaughn is also in this movie, playing a recruiting coach, and I really like what he did in this movie. His character could have really fallen flat, but I felt like he really put some thought and effort into the character, and really brought some sincerity, and I really liked it. Now, I thought The Rock was going to be in this movie more than he actually was, but I felt like they used him just the right amount. Now, this being a movie where he gets to play himself, I really liked it because he felt more at home here, being this great mentor to these young wrestlers, rather than turning on his god mode and kicking people into the stratosphere. Anyways, I really liked The Rock in here. He was super natural in his role, and it just felt amazing. But the one I really need to talk about is Florance Pugh's performance. She was freaking phenomenal in this movie. When it comes to sports movie recreations, the main character usually falls really flat, but holy crap, she brought so much more depth to this character than I thought there would be. There were moments in the movie where her character finds out it's not all she thought it would be, and she brings up some really good emotional moments that I was just sitting there almost about to Tobey Maguire cry. I'm just like, come on guys, he just wants to wrestle. Why can't we let her wrestle? I was just super invested in her motivations that I couldn't take notes. My eyes were glued to the screen. So let's get into the issues with this movie. And to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot to complain about this movie. Something that might be different is that if you're not a huge fan of British comedies, because they tend to have a little more dry, slow humor, this might be a slower movie for you because it is also long, because they do take the time to develop everything. Which also brings me to another issue, is the fact that the movie ends really quickly. So we're taking the time to build these relationships, to build these characters, to take us to this moment of the climax, the very ending where we possibly get to see her become this champion, and it's so rushed that it was such a letdown, because we got to this moment and we were supposed to enjoy it, we're supposed to cheer for it, and then it just ends really quickly, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay. But with all that being said, wow, I'm having a tough time grading this one. But you know what? I'm gonna give this movie an A-. I really didn't know what to expect for this movie, and it really blew my expectations out of the water. It was very heartful, it was very well performed, and right now it is sitting at the top of my top 10 list for the year so far. And I hope we get more of these surprise hit movies, as it was incredibly enjoyable. Well, that's it for the review, guys, but let me know if you had a chance to see Fighting With My Family. Did you like it? Did you find it boring? Let me know. Put your comments in the comment section down below, and give this video a like by hitting the thumbs up. And if you want to see more movie and video game reviews, subscribe to my channel by hitting that little bell icon to get the notifications for new reviews. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I hope you have an amazing rest.